mean, I had a satisfactory life, don't get me wrong. I had all it takes, I was happy, I am happy, a happy person. I've built an organization and I managed, it's successful. But I was kind of getting into a comfort zone. My name is Michele Galli, I come from Italy.
What sometimes happens to people who are initially really optimistic and idealistic and really want to make the world a much better place is that they become cynical because they get stuck in a job or in a corporate environment where they just don't find like-minded people.
I feel like my definition of success was very much implemented by my family background, the expectation of society, and you just keep on going, you keep on climbing that ladder.
I was entering this phase of my life where I started to have the feeling, okay, now you're just gonna repeat more of it and then more of it and then more of it. You've mastered it, you know how to do it, you're good at it. So you just put repeat mode, but that was not satisfactory enough to me. So there's got to be more to life.
So I started to feel, pretty burned out, demotivated, and I was just like, okay, that's not the kind of ladder I want to be climbing. The restrictiveness that you experience in a typical career in corporations, especially the big ones, is that this innovation is really seen more as a way to just catch up and be able to, be ahead of the market in terms of competitiveness, and that mentality that I think is not serving the world in the long run. My name is Camille Sharara. I'm originally from the south of France. The way I think luck was part of my life is in the sense that I grew up privileged. It's almost that luck to experience life in its best version of itself, I think. It's almost that luck that is also for me a drive that translates into wanting to give back.
I think the power of the School for More Ambition, or one of the fellowships we're running, is that these kind of people suddenly get this feeling like, I'm not alone. Actually, there are lots more people just like me. And then it becomes very, very contagious. Then they start inspiring each other and they start radicalizing each other. And they're like, wait, we can be much more ambitious. And I think that's the most exciting thing of what we're trying to do.
I've been theorizing about how I want to change the world, what good I want to be doing. But there's this kind of bridging the gap into action where I finally have the tools, the empowerment, the community, the network, the support to move towards action.
I've come from Colombia to be a fellow at the School for More Ambition, and that's where I left behind my family. But I am lucky enough that my wife supports me. She also believes that this is urgent and this is for a better future that we're trying to create here for our daughter.
If you look at some of the challenges that we face, whether that's the power of big tobacco, whether that's terrible moral catastrophes like factory farming or malaria, killing hundreds of thousands of kids under 5 every year, we can actually solve these things. If we come together, if we find these really ambitious and talented people, if we create these small groups of thoughtful, committed citizens that actually want to make a difference, I think we can honestly do it. That is what history has taught me. As I studied the abolitionists, as I studied the suffragettes who fought for the women's right to vote, again and again, what I've seen in my study of history is that small groups of really committed people can change the world.
And I do firmly believe that moral ambition is extremely important in redefining the definition of success for our future.
The weirdest thing, I don't know, I have to think about it for a moment.
Or something that's quirky or that was sort of out of your comfort zone?
This one, I would say.
Very bad.
Sorry, I know it doesn't work for what you try.